On Sunday, at churches across Alabama, Christian evangelicals were weighing a dilemma. Could they put aside the allegation of child molestation that's been leveled at Republican candidate Judge Roy Moore and vote for him? Or should they allow the possibility that a pro-choice Democrat might assume the state's vacant Senate seat if they don't? For Republican Elizabeth Beshear, there's only one possible option.
A lot of people, myself included, feel that Roy Moore is just not an acceptable candidate. He doesn't espouse the views that are important to me, or a lot of younger people as well, and a lot of women as well, just do not feel that he holds the same values that we do.
It's not just the allegations of sexual misconduct. For years, Moore has reveled in overt racism and discrimination that he often cloaks in Bible scripture. Recently, he mused that life in the U.S. had been better while slavery existed. These thoughts often delight a core right-wing evangelical base in Alabama who feel that Washington has allowed the U.S. to descend into godlessness, starting with allowing a woman reproductive rights. Moore spoke at Bryan Baptist Church in late November, and the pastor there says there's no proof of child molestation.
The women should have due process, and so should Judge Moore. The problem is because of this election being so short, we don't have plenty of time for it, so you're going to have to make a rush decision.
Beshear says she feels some Moore voters are employing circular thinking.
I also think there's some self-delusion going on in some sectors in terms of, well, I couldn't support somebody who would do these things, so there's no way he did those things because I support him.
This race is being defined in many different ways. A referendum on Donald Trump, a key moment for the Republican Party's soul, the moment where key demographics like younger people and women feel they have no choice but to split with the party's extremism, even if they too are against abortion. But despite the consternation that's been expressed nationwide about Moore's nostalgia for the U.S. during slavery, for example, he does speak for a large section of Alabamians.
There was that in slavery, but there were certain principles of that time. Okay, that was a man's word was his bond, so to speak. We valued human life better at that time as far as the
white population.
In some areas.
And if Moore does win on Tuesday night, it's not as if he'll be the only Republican in the U.S. Senate who holds such views. Shia Britansi, Al Jazeera, Birmingham, Alabama.